Give it up one more time for Justin Work, you guys. Yeah. Only wants gay guys to make his coffee. Heard, man. I hear you there. Okay, moving right along. Give it up for our next comic, Chris Anglin. Come on down.
Awesome. If I was gay, you would be mine. Oh, damn. Okay, look. I wake up this morning, I've got a zit in the middle of my nose. I am over 40 years old. Why do I wake up with a zit in the middle of my nose? Can anybody explain that? I don't need medical, answers. I got a fucking zit in the middle of my nose. Oh, Jesus, man, I'm getting old and I hate it. People say, well, you still look good. I'm like, maybe. But I'm like that 64 Chevy in my uncle's garage. I look okay on the outside, but there's a lot of miles on the motor. The transmission shot in the rear end slipping. Nothing works right anymore. Every muscle in my body gets stiff except for the one I would like to get stiff every now and then. I forget things. You know the thing that I forget that drives me crazy is, did I lock the car? Swear to God, kills me. And I don't think it's because I'm losing my memory. It's just that when you're young, your brain is like a new Mac. You need information and bam, you've got it. My brain is like a 30-year-old Radio Shack PC. There's so much spam and junk mail and porn up there, it takes a while to sift through it all to remember what I'm supposed to. It's like, buffering. Oh, I forgot my anniversary. As you get older, you have to start worrying about your health. Because when you're young, nothing phases you. You're like, oh, yeah, it's just cold. I don't need medicine. I'm fine. After you turn 40, everything is cancer. Oh, shit, I am going to die. Oh. You have to get prostate exams. That's a joy. And the first time's kind of scary. You don't know what to expect. My doctor says, oh, don't worry, I've got small fingers. I'm like, Doc, you're Asian. You could put your dick in my ass and I wouldn't know unless you put both hands on my back. Mr. Anglin, your prostate feel good. Doc, are you sure nothing's wrong? This is taking an awfully long time. Gets better, though. I've had so many now, I feel guilty if I don't bring in flowers and candy when I go in for a physical. And guys, when we're young, everything we do is about sex, isn't it? Everything we do has something to do with us getting laid. We work a job so we can afford a nice car, the girls like, we get laid. We go to the mall, we buy nice clothes, hit on the sales girl, get laid. We go to the gym and work out because we know the really hot chicks aren't going to fuck a fat guy. We shave our balls. Man, you fuckers got quiet. We do! Because it's nice every now and then to have your balls sucked, and girls don't like to suck hairy balls. Right. And it's also kind of weird. On those rare occasions they give us that little pleasure. They smile, give us a kiss. And then you're like, ah. And you know it's not hers. But as you get older, that all changes. And it's not that we don't like sex or want to have sex. It's just that you think about how much work it's going to be and you decide to see what's on the Discovery Channel first. And it's one of those cruel ironies in life that men and women reach their sexual peaks at different times of life. Men in their late teens, women in their late 30s. When I got married, I was 32, my wife was 25. I wanted to have sex all the time, she didn't. Now I'm 48, she's 41. She wants to have sex all the time, and I want to see how Duck Dynasty ends. Been married a long time. And everybody's got their own philosophy about how to stay married. They just look at it like a jail sentence. Yeah, just doing time. The more kids you have, the longer the sentence. I'm 17 years into a 20-year stretch. Tried to get time off for good behavior, but the warden's a bitch, won't let me go. And guys, one of the things you learn when you get married, everything's your fault. It's the truth. Everything's my fault, I know. My wife tells me so. She runs out of gas, has a flat tire, my fault. Her lesbian sister's girlfriend cheats on her with a guy, my fault. Interest rates are up, stock market's down, my fault. I know somehow that bullshit in the Middle East is all my fault. It's the truth.
What did you do to make those nice Muslims so angry?
I don't know. I liked Argo on Facebook. I don't know why they're angry. You know, but ladies, we really do want to make you happy. Guys are givers. We are. You know, we'll eat whatever you cook. We put the toilet seat down. We go places we don't want to go. We spend time with your family who we hate just to prove our love to you. And still you test our love. Hi, honey, I just got my period. Can you stop by the store and get me some tampons? Okay. Guys, get details. And ladies, if they don't ask, you better tell them. Because we're guys. We don't know anything about that. We will go to Walmart and buy the biggest box of the cheapest tampons we can find. You know, those great value, it worked for the Gulf oil spill, it'll work for her brand. That's what we'll get. $500 for $3.99, that sounds like a great price. You know, so give them details.
I need the Poise Super Absorbent with the ultra thin applicator in fresh scent.
Guys, write it down. So we go to the store. Takes us 20 minutes to find the feminine hygiene aisle because you know we're not going to ask for directions. Maybe if they put that shit halfway between sporting goods and electronics, I could find it easier. So you find the aisle. Then what do? That's right. We look around because we don't want anyone we know seeing us go in there. Hey, Chris. Hey, Bob. Oh, wife's on her period, huh? I guess you're not doing anything tonight. Want to go to the game? I'll give you a call. So we start looking. Tampax, Kotex, Playtex, always. Good price on those great values. Why aren't these things like DVDs? Why aren't they in alphabetical order so I can find what I'm looking for and get the hell out of there? So you find them. Poise, super absorbent, ultra thin, fresh. Now you got to go to the checkout. You just want to put the box under your shirt and run out of the store, but it's hard for a guy to explain why he's shoplifting tampons. So you go to the checkout, look for the shortest line, you know the one, 10 items or less. Got the big black girl there who's really way too happy to see you.
Hello, sir. Find everything you were looking for? Oh, Poise, that's my brand too, baby. I don't know why this isn't scanning. Hector! Hector, can you get me a price on these Poise tampons for this gentleman?
But you know what, ladies, we're guys. We wrote it down. We're still going to mess it up. We can't help ourselves.
These are spring fresh. I asked for fresh scent.
You know what I'm talking about. Give the guy a break. He set his manhood aside to make you happy. The spring fresh will do the same job as the fresh scent. Give him a kiss on the cheek, tell him thank you, and let him go to the game. Been living in LA for a while. I really like it. You know, but I'm really tired of hearing people complain about how hard it is to date in LA. You have millions of people here of every race, creed, and color. Get off your ass, fuck your way through the United Nations, and shut the hell up. Oh, but I want to find the right one. I don't think there is a right one. Every now and then somebody gets lucky, they meet their soulmate, and they live happily ever after, but for most of us, that's not the case. Personally, I think you just find the one you want to choke the shit out of the least and stick with them. No, you're better than the last one you can live. Think it's hard to date in LA? Try being married in LA. That sucks.
Where'd you go? What'd you do? Who'd you see? Got an audition? What's it for? Where's it at? How long are you going to be? You're in a movie? What's the name of the movie? Who's in it?
You know, it's not that I'm doing anything wrong. It's just that she always thinks I'm doing something wrong. So the other day I go to the store. Don't tell her. Come home. Where'd you go? What'd you do? Who'd you see? I'm like, you got me. I confess. I went to Ralph's. I ran into Halle Berry and Angelina Jolie. They insisted we do a three-way in the parking lot. Pictures are on TMZ later. Here's the milk and bread. You guys are great. My name's Chris Anglin.
Yeah.